Hello, Sean, and thank you that you are here with us.
Not a problem, Pascal. Thanks for the invite.
Um, you are in a warm place. Where are you, please?
Perth, Western Australia, one of the most isolated cities in the world.
So you are kind of in the middle of a desert and in the
Uh,
ocean.
you got the Indian Ocean one side and the desert on the other, so you can kind of get whatever living you want. If you want desert living, it's there, but I prefer being near the ocean.
So no intruders, no anybody is disturbing you over there. It is a nice place for living. Yes.
Ah, beautiful. One of the most beautiful places in the world. The beaches are unreal. The weather is great. It's unbelievable. Can't be beaten.
And how long? How long is for you since you are here?
Yeah, so I landed here on the 18th of December 2018. So I'm just over 4 years in Perth.
And how you decided to choose Perth?
Friend of mine actually moved over the year before. As soon as he got here, even before he left, I was like, right, I'm gonna follow you over. I'll be over next year. So that's the only reason I would have chose Perth. Like, I mean, I probably would have never even really heard of Perth before that. Most people go Sydney, Melbourne. I probably would have went to Sydney. Just lucky me mate had came to Perth first, and yeah, it was the best thing that could have happened then. As soon as I came here, I fell in love with the place, and yeah, I wanted to make a life here.
Sean, and do you had many jobs in Perth until now?
Yeah, I've kind of done everything. I worked as a scaffolder when I first came over. I worked doing concrete, a bit of labouring. I worked washing cars for a bit and valeting cars, and now I'm working as a service technician for Miele. They're an appliance brand, so yeah, it's a really great job I have. It's great hours. Yeah, it's more of a lifestyle choice I've chosen with this job. Less hours, but more time to myself.
Everybody, everybody here, when it is when are in summer days with over 25 Celsius, they are saying that they are roasted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How it is about you to be at 30 degrees and to not get roasted and to like it over there?
It's just I mean, you grow accustomed to it. It's still hard. Don't get me wrong. It's hard to work in. Like, I worked for a solar company over here, and you're outdoors all day on a roof. You're getting blasted by it, but you just get on with it. There's nothing you can do about it. Only wear your hat, wear your sun cream, wear your shades, and just get on with it. I remember even an Aussie guy, asked me about Ireland. He says, "Oh, did you ever get hot in Ireland?" Like, I was like, "Oh, it got hot-ish." And he says, "Oh, would it ever get to like 30 degrees?" And I said, "If it got to 30 degrees in Ireland, the place would shut down, the roads would melt." He was perplexed by this because 30 degrees is standard for most of the year over here.
So you don't have problems with winter clothes, with heating your house, with nothing like this, and
I
you
mean,
are
the thing about winter here is all the houses are built to to be to be accustomed to good weather most year round. Thing is, when winter comes in, though, you feel it really because the houses aren't insulated; they're all single glazed windows. So like in the summer, you walk in from outside, and the house will be absolutely roasting. You'll have to stick on the AC, try and cool it down. But also in the winter, then you walk in from outside and it might be 6, 7 degrees outside. You walk in, the house is freezing because of it's not insulated or anything like that. But again, 6, 7 degrees isn't too bad, you know. But because I've acclimatized to it, winter time comes, and winters here are generally pretty good. Apart from when it rains, it really belts down. And because you get accustomed to the good weather all year round, winter feels like it'll never end. A month and a half, 2 months feels like a lifetime, you know. You're kind of spoiled with the weather here most of the year.
Are there any wild animals that are coming in the city, or a lot of insects, mosquitoes that are disturbing you?
I mean, you get mozzies, you get all sort of roaches and stuff like that in terms of insects, but nothing spiders, but nothing major. Like, I don't exactly have kangaroos out running in my front garden, you know, because I live near the city. But you do see on golf courses and stuff. Some golf courses you see a lot of wild roos and stuff, but other than that, nothing. It's not like people make it out on TV that everything can kill you. It's nothing like that.
So there are
Just city living.
no snakes with venom or
Oh, there
uh,
is, but I've never came close enough to get a bite. You know, there is snakes about, but it's very rarely even somebody dies from a snake bite here. You know, I think there's been two in the last 20 years, something like that. So it's not a common issue, but you do see snakes, but very seldom.
can you please describe a regular day, a working day for you?
Regular working day for me now is pretty good. It's 8:30 start in the morning. I will do 8 jobs throughout the day, and when I get those jobs done, that's me finished for the day. And my day is to myself then, so I can go to the beach, I can go to the gym, and go home and just sit around doing nothing. It all depends, you know. Especially when you live here as well, you kind of get accustomed to the weather, and it's not on the beach every day because you're so used to it. But as I said, then when winter comes around, how long winter feels, you yearn for them days again. But then when the days come back and you get used to them again, you don't appreciate them as much, you know.
But at least you go 2, 3 times on the beach weekly.
Oh yeah, or if a friend has a pool, we go to theirs. Like today after work, me and Amanda and a friend of mine, Dean, we went up to our friend Stewie's. He's got a pool out the back, and we just sat there for a bit as well. So it's pretty common. Like you can go to one of the lakes as well. There's plenty to do here.
So this was a good reason for you to decided for moving to Australia in Perth.
Yeah, well, I kind of always wanted to come to Australia. I always wanted to travel since I was younger, and I knew I was going to go to Australia because it's nearly a rite of passage for a lot of Irish people that when they reach a certain age, they'll give it a go in Australia. So I always knew I was going to go, and I do love the beach and stuff as well. I've always loved the beach, even in Ireland and the sea. I love it. So that is why I do love Perth as well. It's got some of the nicest beaches in the world. Nearly every Sunday morning, me and a couple of lads would be down there 6 a.m. We'd head to Trig Beach and we'll go for a dip, and then a couple of times a week, most weeks, I'd go for a dip in the evening as well. You know, when you have on your doorstep, it's just so handy, and you see the sunsets and stuff there as well. It can't be beaten. You never get sick of it.
And you told me in the beginning that you believe that your ancestors were in fact coming from a very warm country.
Well, I don't know. I think I may have I think my real father may have been a Spanish sailor, or I never met the postman or the milkman. I might have met a tan lad, but yeah, I think I might have some Latino blood in me or something, because I love the warm, I love the sun.
How warm could it be there?
Oh, so in Perth, like if it gets really hot, it will get up to. I remember not Christmas just gone, the one before that, we had a bit of a heat wave, and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Stephen's Day, it was 41, 42, 43 degrees those 3 days. That was really hot. That's really extreme. But the 40 go north, so I've worked right up north of WA as well, near the Northern Territory, and that can get 45, 46, 47. Some part, I think actually the world record for the hottest recorded temperature in the world was actually hit in WA last year in a place near Port Hedland, and it was like 55 degrees Celsius or something mental.
Wow.
Like it's beyond, like when it reaches when it goes 40 plus, it's beyond hot. Like you wouldn't even really sit out in that kind of heat. It's too warm. Like you can never get used to that kind of heat.
So Perth, it's a beautiful city, but how are the people?
People are nice. It's very multicultural, like a lot of Australia. No, people are pretty nice. You'll find there's a lot of, you know, first generation, second generation, Irish, English, Scots, Welsh. Then you've got second generation Macedonians, Croatians, Serbians, Italians. It's very multicultural. Even all the soccer teams over here, they would have been originally founded by these different nationalities. So you've got what is Perth Soccer Club now would be Perth Italia, Western Knights are the Croatian club, Dianella would be the Serbian club. They were all formed kind of from these kind of centres or hubs for these nationalities that go to, and they just form the teams from there, and they still have their roots and stuff in that.
And what is something that you like more over there that it is not in Ireland? About sports, about hobbies?
A great thing about playing the sport here is obviously ties in with the weather as well. You're not playing in lashing rain, you're not playing in howling winds most of the time, you're not playing in the cold. But the opposite end of that is you're playing in, especially this time of year, we were playing a friendly last week and it was 35 degrees, and that's fairly hard to play in as well. They also have silly things like putting sun cream on you that just sweats straight off you and gets in your eyes. So it's a little down thing. But other than that, I mean, even we're playing amateur football, but every ground we go to, they have bars. You can have a beer after. You can have a beer watching the other games going on. It's really good, and it makes it enjoyable not only for the people who are playing football, but friends and family will go up and watch, and they can enjoy it and the comfort of having a beer and having food up there. It's not just standing on a sideline miserable watching football all day. It's a family day out nearly.
So now, after almost 5 years in Perth, I think you are getting used with all of this. But in the beginning, it was something shocking for you, something that it was a problem for you.
No, I've never found it difficult living here. Like I said, as soon as I came here, it's a cliche thing to say, but I just found, yeah, this is where I belong. And loved it from the word go. And when you first get over there, the questions that people ask are, do you miss home? Do you miss your family? Are you homesick? And I would genuinely tell people, no, I'm not. And to this day, I still am in homesick. Not that I don't miss my friends or family, I don't miss home, but this is home to me now. I obviously miss my friends and family, but the world is such a small place these days where if I want to speak to my mom, dad, friends, cousins, sisters, I can ring them with my phone. I can see their faces. I don't have to write letters to them. I don't have to get a call card and walk out the phone box and arrange. I have to ring you at this time right now. I can just pick up my phone. I can see anyone I want. I can text them anytime I want. So it's not the world is a small place now. It's not hard, but there is times as well. Like my grandfather passed away when I was just under a year here, and I didn't go home for that, and I wasn't at home, and there's kind of times like that where you feel a bit how far away you are and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was my choice to come here. I've made this choice, so these are the things you have to deal with, you know. And the longer you're here, the more you will have to deal with issues like that. But that's just part and parcel. That's what you trade up when you move across the world.
About your holidays, where are you going in your holidays?
Every day here is a holiday.
Of course.
That's
Yes.
another thing with here. It's when you were in Ireland, all you were living for was right. It's Monday again. Just get me to the weekend. I'll go out and have a few pints, and that'll be me. And then all you were looking for then the distance was okay. 2 weeks in July or August, I'm gonna go to Spain for a week or 2 weeks, or I might go over to Manchester to watch the football the weekend. Or you were always just looking ahead and wishing your life away and get me there. I'm never like that anymore. And not that we always do stuff here. We go away, we have stuff on, and you do look forward to it. But I'm never like, just get me to that, just get me to that. It's just like every day is fine. Going to work in the mornings has never been an issue. Like it was never a struggle. It's never a struggle to get out of bed here. Whether you're hungover or not, it's never really too much of a struggle because you're not getting into a freezing cold car most of the year, and it's fine. It's always been fine. Do have trips coming up though. We're going to a place called Esperance actually for the long weekend next week. It's about a 7 hour, 7.5 hour drive down south, right down the bottom of Western Australia. I haven't been there yet, but it looks beautiful, so I'm looking forward to that. And then, other than that, we've no trips planned as of yet. Anyway,
So it is a long holiday for you. This is very good.
yeah,
It
one
is,
one big holiday. It never stops.
yes.
But that's why I'm always broke as well, because I'm always just on one big holiday.
You will have maybe after you'll be seeing a lot of followers.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
add me on Insta at Fields or flash that on the screen.
yes. Do you have many Irish friends in Perth?
Yeah, yeah. There's with the football team I play for. We're called East Perth Football Club. It was actually founded by a couple of Irish guys about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe. Nah, it could be more. But they found it just as a five-a-side team, and they've actually grown the club that much that we're actually in the top Premier Division at amateur football. We just missed out on promotion to the state league, which is kind of like a semi-pro kind of league last year, but we'll be pushing for that again this year. So that's kind of a Irish community in itself, and we're trying to grow through the club a bit more of an Irish community here. But I do have a lot of Irish fans. Like I said, I moved over to a mate from Ireland, and then you do kind of gravitate towards Irish as well here. But I would never like to get stuck in a bubble where I just hang around with Irish people as well, because you move away from Ireland, you need to broaden your horizon, broaden your circle. So I do have a lot of Irish friends, but also other nationalities and stuff like that.
You were born and raised in Dublin.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
but I
Liberties.
discovered that you don't have a very, very high Dublin accent. It is because
You
of
don't reckon,
living.
no?
No, it is for me when I speak with people with a very, very Dublin accent. It is hard to understand them, but it is very easy to understand you. Could it?
Maybe I'm just showing off because I'm on video here. I'm pronunciating my words more.
Yes. So it is not something about Australia. About
Oh no, I've definitely had to not change my accent, but definitely when I'm speaking to people, I get a confused look a lot of times if they're not Irish, because I know straight away. I'll say something, especially with working with Mila now. I'm coming into people's homes, talking to customers, and I know straight away. I'll open my mouth, say something, and they won't have a breeze what I've said. I just see the blank look on their face with a smile, and I'll go, repeat it slowly, and they go, oh yeah, yeah. So I have learned how to tone my accent back slightly, and even on the phone and stuff, they'll ask me to read out my number. I'll say, yeah, 0476, and they go, 05 what? No, I'll go 0476433. I have to pronounce me THs now instead of saying three. I have to say three. So little things like that. But when I'm just talking as normal, I just talk normal. You know, when I speak, when I don't have to pronunciate or speak eloquently, I don't.
Thank you so much, Sean. In the end, do you want to send a message for your friends in Ireland, for everybody in Ireland, for example?
But send a message to anyone, especially young people in Ireland. I would say make the move. At least try it once if you can, because this place really is a dream. It's a land of opportunity. If it doesn't suit you, that's fine. But I would never go through life not knowing what you could have achieved or what you could have made a life over here. So I'd always encourage people to make a move. And if my friends and family are watching, just I'm doing all right. I'm living the dream still.
Thank you so much, Sean.
No worries, Pascal. I
And
enjoyed this, mate.
enjoy it too.